Hello everyone, it's Mikey B here with Total War Attila. We will be checking out the Celtic Culture Pack expansion little DLC thing that came out, and that included 3 new factions: the Abdenians, the Picts and the Caledonians. And in this campaign I'm going to be playing as the Picts. So the first thing, I'm going to change this up a little bit. Instead of just jumping straight into the campaign, I was going to show you the unit rosters. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to do about an hour session of each of the new factions, and then let you guys decide which campaign you want me to continue with, and then you can also make the judgment if you want to buy the DLC for yourself. So first thing I'm going to do is check out the roster. So you go to a custom battle. Yep, we've already got the Picts. So, right, we've got Celtic Warlords, Celtic Nobles, Followers of Morrigan. So, we've got a ton of units here, which is good. I'm not sure which ones are new, because I'll be completely honest, apart from in my Saxon campaign, I haven't really fought the Celts too much in my campaigns. I've been mostly playing as, like, Central Europe factions, and yeah, like around Rome and stuff. So yeah, let's have a look. We got lots of Warhounds, which looks really cool. I don't know whether those are unique to the Picts, but yeah, you can get a good look at these. You've got Celtic Axe Warbands, Celtic Berserkers, Celtic Axe Warriors, Pictish Berserkers, and Pictish Axemen. Wow, that's a mouthful. And then we've got a load of melee infantry, so you've got the Celtic Band, Celtic Warband, Celtic Woodrunners, Scathers Teachers, which, just by the name of that, I think that's probably like a unique hero unit. Celtic Warriors, Pictish Swordsmen, and the Black Blades, which again looks like it's going to be some special hero unit that's recruited from a high-end building, I think. Requires all these buildings. Okay. Interesting. They're probably a stealth unit, aren't they? Yeah, okay. And they have 160 in their unit. Okay. There's standard spear infantry, Celtic Levies, Celtic Spears, Celtic Spearmen. And for the general units, you've got the Celtic Warband, which have 160 in them. Then you've got the Celtic Nobles and Followers of Morrigan again. Okay. So that is a good overview of the unit rosters. Some of you guys that have played more of this and know the units off by heart will know whether that's a good amount of units. I think that's quite a good load of variety there. It's a lot of units to choose from. So yeah, what I'm going to do now is start the actual campaign. So yay. So yeah, let's go and start a grand campaign as the Celts, as the Picts, and yeah. There's a brief description here. Basically, I've been doing a load of research on the Picts because I've got a special something on the way, but that's a surprise. And yeah, Picts means painted ones, from the word in Latin called Picti, which just basically was a connotation to the people that lived in the north that were painted. They wore blue war paint, which they believed was stronger than armour. They believed it was some magic force field. I don't know, the Romans that interacted with them would probably disagree that it actually worked because of how they took over. But anyway, the Caledonians were basically a confederation of what they reckon is retreating Celts and things that were running away from the Roman advancement into Britain. But the Abdenians, or the Abdanians, I have tried to do research on these guys, and the only thing that comes up every time I slap the name into Google is Total War related things. So I will have to be searching through my history books for these guys. I'm not too sure what they, you know, what their place was in history. I know that there was tribes from Ireland that came across called the Scotti, which basically invaded Scotland and created... It led to what we call Scotland today. These guys, I don't know whether they have some affiliation with them, or whether they were invaded by the Scotti, or they were a sub-tribe that took power. I have no idea. Ireland's history is really, really unique and interesting Celtic-wise, because it was pretty much left untouched, I believe, by Romans and Greeks. So, yeah, it's awesome. Anyway, I've been waffling on long enough. We're going to play as the Picts, and the faction leader is Andy Comby. Oh, well, shit, I'm just going to call him Andy. The cultural traits we get: lands will be liberated, minus 15% movement speed reduction in raiding stance, so we get to move about a bit more, I think that means, when raiding. Raiding income increased in neutral and enemy territories, and all units have guerrilla deployment. I'm not entirely sure what guerrilla deployment is, to be honest. Children of the Night, so it enables night battles and on land and at sea, plus 9 during night battles. Oh, and I forgot to say, I've got the blood DLC thing, blood and burning and gore, and where the soldiers now vomit and shit. So yeah, that's going to be interesting to see. And yeah, I'm going to play it on hard difficulty, and we'll see what happens. Let's start the campaign.
You represent the last bastion of Pictish culture in Britannia. The Romans, masters of so much of the island, sought to cage you like dogs in the frozen north, but in so doing have sowed the seeds of their own downfall. The years of isolation and hardship have made your people savage. Now they strain at the leash in their eagerness to feast on the dying empire beyond Hadrian's wall. The Ebdanians across the water share your fervor and should flock to your banner. The neighboring Caledonians, however, broken by years of war, may require galvanizing into action. United, you can descend upon the south in a storm of fire and slaughter.
Yay! Right, let's have a look. Chapter 1 Preparation. They made ready for war, survive until the following date, spring 400, and we get a reward of 2,000 if we manage to do that. So these guys are crippled, he said. They're broken under constant hit, being at war. I'm not... How strong are the Romans up north? But anyway, look at this. This is Carnarvon. Or the Saguntium is in Carnarvon, I believe. Wait a minute. What is that? Look at that glowing. Oh, I know what those are. Those are the mines. The mines of Moria. I don't know. It's in Wales. I can't think of what mountains they would be in the mid-Wales. Yeah. I can't think of any names of the mines. I know the mines are in around Llanberis, around here, but those are I don't know. We're going to be playing as them. We're playing as ancient Scotland, basically, and the Picts. Although that being said, the Picts pretty much got wiped out by the Scotti, or yeah, pretty brutal. Celtic bands. How good are these? Let's have a look at their stats. Abilities is seasickness. Or does that mean they can survive seasickness? I don't know. That is... Oh yeah. Click on them and then click this plus. Yeah, right. I've been playing other Total War games, so yeah. That's why I'm a little bit rusty. So we've got General, who's got winged helmet, which looks pretty interesting. I don't know... Did they have chariots, the Picts? I know it's in the Highlands of Scotland, so it's like... Would they still have chariots? Because of it being hilly and mountainous terrain? I know that Celts in general used to have... They loved the chariots. Okay, so we're not at war with anyone, I don't think, at the minute. We could trade with the Caledonians. We are... a non-aggression pact with the Ebdanians. So let's I wonder if we can make a Celtic Confederation. Interesting. Let's open trade.
There is food enough for 2 armies awaiting us when we.
What if we make a... Yeah, pay tribute. No, let's go as a defensive alliance. Oh, their demands marriage to
consider this proposal carefully.
His heir. And this is... Who is this to me? I don't know. Offering a daughter... Oh, hell no. I need to refresh myself with the politics system in this now. So there we are. Or that's our main character, I should say. And he's got a daughter, a son, another son, and these are legitimate, aren't they? Oh, adopted son and a natural born son, so he's the heir of the faction. Who is our general? How's he related to us, or is he another family?
Thirsty for battle.
Cassicocius. Yeah, Cassico. Wow, that's a... Yeah, Cass-Eek-Eos. Yeah, whatever. So he is our general, and he is an other noble, so that is interesting. We'll have to keep him loyal, because other nobles... I've had that happen in my other campaigns, where they break off and make their own little states, and it's civil war, basically. Set a governor. A statesman may become governors. Okay, I'm going to set the heir to be a statesman because he's going to be the leader of the faction at some point. So it makes sense to have him, because they gain experience by doing that, and you can gain traits and all sorts of stuff. You can also gain negative traits like, I can't think of any off the top of my head, but like power hungry or like kind of harsh ruler or something like that. You can get all sorts of traits, I think, from it. Right. I noticed that you could have crossbows as the Celts, which is interesting. You need a wood carver and... right. Let's go with military-focused buildings. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go for these. So we've got 7 turns away, and... yeah, let's go for that. We'll send these guys forward, shall we? Or should we... yeah, let's enter diplomacy with the Caledonians.
We will gladly listen to your offers, but do not
non-aggression pact, and we will get a trade agreement, and military access. Yes. They should accept that. Trade agreement, and they will pay.
Trade from this day on. Well.
Okay. Is that against our offer? Will we lose money in this trade agreement? We'll try it and see what happens. And now, let's get a non-aggression pact. We have to do it one at a time, it seems, then. And a military alliance. Yes, I will be happy with that, but it takes time to build them. So what I'll do is get military access instead, if they would allow it, and pay them some money for it. Offer payment. Let's try... yes, 720. Is that... oh, okay.
Consult your ancestors, but you will see the merit in the offer I bring from my people.
Damn it, they want marriage, both of these people. I need military access, because what I was thinking of doing is still having the capital up here, marching through their territory, and then attacking Rome, so I've got a buffer state between my capital. Because I don't want to wipe out the Celts. I like the Celts. I was going to see if I could make a confederation. I don't even know if that's possible in Total War Attila, to be honest, but I will do some research after I've played this session and see if we can actually form a confederation with the Celts, because it would make sense, wouldn't it? These three factions unite, they're very similar, and I could use that to my advantage. Gain a load of territory based off it. I imagine it would complicate the politics though, wouldn't it? Having more leaders to deal with. Maybe. Shared trade routes. I'm not allowed to enter this territory, am I? Yeah, trespassing may have diplomatic repercussions. So these guys are protecting the capital, but we're not going to be attacked by Vikings, I don't think. I think we're all good on that department. No one else to trade with. And we don't have a navy.
This list shows all the provinces under your
Okay,
control.
so we've got 2,000 soldiers at our disposal, or at use, and yeah, let's go for something else. A wicker maker. We want to go for a wood carver because the next upgrade from the wood carver is crossbowman. And if we're going against Romans, it would be a good idea to have crossbows because the Romans bring armor, and we need armor piercers. So, what technology is needed for this? Nordic shipbuilding techniques. Okay. What else can we upgrade here then? Nothing? Well, that's depressing. We need bailiffs to upgrade the thing. Okay. Right, so let's end turn. Issue an edict. Yeah, forgot about that. Recruitment cost, -10 for land units. Plus religious, public order. Morale training. +10 for all recruits. I tell you what, if we get the night battle bonus and the morale training for new units, that would be kind of insane. We'd have really, really unbreaking troops. They'd be so amazingly strong. It'd be good if you could retrain units as well. I think I'm going to go for growth since we've only got one settlement for now. Let's go for growth and see what happens. That's a good idea in my opinion. I don't want to raid nearby. I don't want to raid Caledonia because that would be really not good for diplomatic relations. And there's Hadrian's Wall. That's so cool. Look at that. They actually modelled it in on the map. I didn't notice that before. That's really cool. Holy shit. And then there's a second wall up here somewhere. I can't remember what it's called though. It's another wall they made. I think it got overrun. Have they modelled it on the map? No, I don't think they have. I would remember it. I'll put it up on the screen. Anyway, yeah, let's end turn and see what happens. Okie dokie. Turn is over, so let's... War declared, the Abdenians and the Western Roman Empire. Okay, diplomacy has failed and they're now at war. Were they attacked? Or did they attack? Because Saguntium... Does it have a port there? Yeah, that's a port, I think, there. So they could have attacked via the sea. I don't know. That is really interesting. I don't know how strong the Romans are gonna be in this campaign. They're really spread out, so I think it should be easy to deal with them. Resettlement. Where's this now? Caledonia et Hibernia. Okay, so that's Ireland and Caledonia. Governor of this province is... Oh, right, okay. Yeah, that's the name of the province. Yeah, okay. Unseasonal conditions, we've got good summer. Yeah, food's good, income's good, current treasury is good. Let's see what we can recruit. Celtic Levies, Celtic Woodrunners. Poor morale, poor armor piercing damage, so they are fodder. It's depressing. Stats aren't very good either. Against a Roman organised unit, holy shit, they'd get slaughtered. Even against basic spearmen of the Romans. Celtic Axe Band, they might be quite good actually. Because they've got armour piercing damage and their stats are okay. They're not too bad. Celtic Brigands, these guys are skirmishers. Their stats are okay for skirmishers, but I'm not really into using skirmishers because they take a ton of your upkeep and they are just... I don't find them very practical. They're harder to use, in my opinion. I'd rather have a fixed line of infantry and use cycle charges on them with cavalry. We've got Celtic Cavalry Raiders. These are skirmish cavalry, not actually heavy cavalry. We want some heavy cavalry because I'd love to try some hammer and anvil strikes against Romans. Oh, and crossbowmen, that's what we want to go for. And we've got gaze hounds, which are medium warhounds. I want to try these actually. Good armor, good attack against cavalry, melee attack, melee damage. The stats aren't very good, but I don't know, the warhounds, they're the fire and forget missiles of the ancient world. At least that's what I've heard people call them, and I would tend to agree. So these guys have got really good missile damage, good morale, good health, but crap melee attack if they come into contact, and they'd rout instantly probably, or get slaughtered more like. These Celtic Levies are better, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this Celtic Brigand unit, because look at that, 200 upkeep, are you kidding me? It's a lot. I'd rather swap it for some axemen. Yeah, let's disband that guy and let's go for... Can we recruit? Nope. Right, so there's that on the way. Celtic Band, I might as well get rid of these dudes. I don't want to get cocky and like totally disband the army down, break it down and rebuild it, because it's not out of the realm of the possibility that the Romans go around and invade us straight away, like avoiding Caledonia. That is a possibility. Unlikely as shit, but yeah, it's still possible. Right.
Welcome. We will talk and then we will feast until our
military alliance. Rejected immediately. What about a defensive alliance? No? You'd think they'd want a defensive alliance. They're reliable, and yeah. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it for this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. I'll try and speed up a bit, because we are playing on the harder difficulty, so I'm taking my time to make sure I make the right decisions. So, I will see you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching, and let me know if you found this video helpful in any way for your decision if you want to get that DLC. Bye bye. Have a good day, and all that shit.